Live from Dallas and Fort Worth, this is a special presentation of CBS 11 News at 6, COVID and the Classroom.
Virtual classes may help keep children safe from COVID-19, but can struggling students keep up? The changes many districts are making to help keep them on track.
I would be worried too because most of the people they're not going to follow the rules.
Then young students share their thoughts on the unprecedented back-to-school experience, their concerns, their fears, and their hopes for the year ahead.
The senior year is definitely a big thing.
Student athletes hoping to get noticed, but will COVID cooperate with their senior season? The new challenge to secure scholarships during a pandemic. Good evening, everybody. I'm Doug Dunbar. So great that you've taken time to join us. We are now in our fifth and what will be the final day of our week-long series, COVID and the Classroom. We hope it's been helpful. And let's dive in. Whether your student is remote learning or going back in person, we have made it our mission this week at 6 o'clock to give all of you as much information and as many resources as possible. So with that, let's do it one more time. Carrollton-Farmers Branch ISD is one of the few here in North Texas where a large majority of students there have chosen to learn from home actually this fall. Online classes are scheduled to start on Monday. CBS 11's J.D. Miles begins our coverage with a look at the preparations that are underway.
Doug, the first 3 weeks will be online only for everyone. After that, only 40% of the student body in Carrollton-Farmers Branch will be coming back for traditional on-site learning. Hundreds of computers and internet supplies were handed out at R.L. Turner High School today. Incoming senior Brian De La Cruz was one of the students picking up a wireless hotspot that he says will be essential to connecting with his teachers on Monday. Inside all 38 schools, work is underway for a September 8th opening. The district invested tens of thousands of dollars installing what are known as ionizers in the AC units of all of its schools to keep the air as clean as possible. Desks, as you can see, are spaced apart, and teachers are working now on lesson plans for teenagers they may not get to see in person all year.
This year is going to be unlike any other, and so we're just here to support our families. We want them to know we're in this together, and we want to make this successful for them and their children.
A total of 2,000 hotspots were dispersed today. 2nd through 12th graders will learn on Chromebooks. Pre-K, kindergarten, and first graders will actually have iPads if they need them. Doug?
Curious real quick before we let you go, because it's a little different number than we're used to seeing. Any idea why more students in this district have decided they want to stay home?
Yeah, the district says that students there and families are more used to this kind of learning environment than maybe other school districts are. Carrollton-Farmers Branch is what's known as a one-to-one district, which means one computer for every student. And so they incorporate at-home laptops and computers into homework assignments and into their overall curriculum. So the district believes that families just have a higher comfort level already with this technology.
Yeah, had a little bit of a head start, it seems, before this even all happened. J.D., great look inside. Thank you, sir. Why, with many students returning to the virtual classroom to start the school year, we know many local parents remain concerned about the quality of education that their child will receive this year. Madison Sawyer took time to speak to a local school district and a nonprofit, hoping to put some parents' concerns at ease.
We evaluated what we did in the spring. We weren't terribly happy with what happened in the spring.
Fort Worth ISD has used the summer months to revamp their virtual curriculum, saying the virtual fall semester will not look anything like the virtual spring semester, beginning with the amount of virtual interaction students will have directly with teachers.
TEA is requiring that we have interaction with students for 4 hours every day in order to get the attendance credit.
Interaction that the United Way of Metropolitan Dallas says was a key missing element last spring.
That has impacted certainly their learning development and cognitive development, but it's also affected social emotional feelings.
The virtual school days will also be more scheduled.
There will be some classes where students are asynchronous, which means that they've been given assignments by teachers that they can go work on their own and then come back and report to the teacher. But much of our education will be synchronous, where teachers are looking face to face with students.
Providing structure that children can rely upon.
As much as possible, try to be consistent, so maintain something of a schedule.
Through their website, the United Way hopes to connect families with local resources that are ready to help them succeed this school year.
That can provide support, whether it is access to food or resources for the family, social emotional support, all of those things that a child might get access to if they were actually in the classroom.
Fort Worth ISD will also be adapting curriculum for students who do not learn well virtually, using one-on-one Zoom meetings, phone calls, or even face-to-face instruction with teachers as necessary.
We want to make sure that parents understand that that's our focus. We're laser focused on that. And will we make mistakes along the way? We might. We probably will. But we're going to learn from them and we're going to move forward.
Fort Worth ISD, like many school districts, also made a multi-million-dollar investment in technology to make sure that every student in the district had the tech and tools needed for virtual learning. In fact, when parents registered their children for school, they were asked if they had access to a device and if they had internet. If they answered no to either of those questions, then the district would supply them with what they needed. Madison Sawyer, CBS 11 News.